Hello, hello, everyone. Ooh, a little bit of a quiet chat today so far. What happened? Are you all still like full from Thanksgiving? Like, did y'all eat too much turkey? Did you survive Black? I like this is what I wondered. Like, did you survive Black Friday yesterday? What all happened? So who do we have in the chat so far? We have Kevin, we have Truck, Evan Star, Logan, Greg. I love this. So many familiar, fantastic names. I love it. A lot of turkey comas this weekend. Yeah, Greg, that's what it sounds like. Everyone's just kind of quiet. Thank you, Evan Star. I was torn. I have one similar that's in green. I'm like, no, today's gonna be the red fiery one, and maybe next week will be the green one. So yes, how was everyone's Thanksgiving this week? How was everyone's Black Friday? Is everyone like broke now? Hopefully no one is broke, but what y'all buy, if you bought anything? Hello, TKR. You know what happened? Come on, wait. No, Truck, it is not Firestar. Literally it was pretty red wig. If they based it off Firestar, I had no idea that they did. It was just pretty. That's all it was. Although I gotta say, I would prefer more of a red around the face rather than a blonde, because I am very much not a blonde. I have the, olive tone skinned, so yeah, blonde's not my color. Thanksgiving was great. I made the turkey and stuffing. It was a hit. As for Black Friday, I bought gifts and a hat. I guess, yeah, you can't really say what gifts you bought, can you, Greg? Just in case somebody who you're giving gifts to would be listening in. So I won't ask, but what was the hat? At least what was the hat? It actually went very good. No drama so big. Yes, that is the one thing about Thanksgiving. It usually comes with a whole heck of a ton of family drama. So I'm glad, at least with Evan Star, there was no drama. I tend not to go home for Thanksgiving. There's never been drama in my family for Thanksgiving, but we've never done the big celebrations with like, hey, yeah, we haven't seen this relative and since last year. They're the crazy one. We don't say certain things. We've never done those Thanksgiving. It's just been immediate family, and now I simply just don't fly back for Thanksgiving, so it's just whoever's here type thing. Well, as long as it's pretty, then that's enough motivation to buy the wig. I know, Truck, and the thing is, the company that I bought this from, unfortunately, they're like going out of business. So there's still a handful of wigs that I'm interested in buying, but soon they're just going to be gone. So I'm really sad because I really like their wigs. I have one, as you've all seen, the one for Fox. I got one for Elisa. I have one for Demona. So I have one for Raven. So they've been covering my butt. I have one for Lucifer. They've been really well in terms of, oh, I need a wig for cosplay. But then there's a bunch of, I'm going to spend random money on a wig I really don't need. It was a black winter beanie. I lost mine and took advantage of a Black Friday. There you go. I'm hoping they didn't pull the whole, we're going to up the price and then pretend it's on sale thing on that hat. On a beanie, I would hope they wouldn't, but apparently there's a couple places in Canada that have done that on toques up here, so... Oy. So someone tried to sell me on their Gargoyles fanfic idea by invoking the Goliath Chronicles as a basis. I advise them that puts the shields up, invoke the comics instead. Yes. Oh dear, they invoked the Goliath Chronicles with you? Yikes, did they survive the encounter, Greg? Like, what oh dear. TKR, ate a lot of good food, no gifts this year, need to pay off some, yeah, bills first. I will always iterate that on this channel as much as, again, it's always, spend your money on the Gargoyle stuff. So Disney sees we want to spend money on this and blah, blah, blah. Bills come first. Roof over your head comes first. Food comes first. The franchise can wait. It's fine. Truck. I was installing new flooring in the kitchen all week, so my knees feel like 2 pounds of raw hamburger. Oh my gosh. I cannot imagine, Truck. My father used to install tiles. He literally installed every tile in our house for the floor, and it was not a small house. So I can't I don't know exactly how exactly it feels, but considering how my father looked after, you know, spending a day setting tiles, I feel for you. That does not sound nice. Cosmina, no, of course you're not late. Come on. Logan, I used a Black Friday deal to buy a ton of Buffy and Angel comics. Whedon's a total scumbag, but I still love the shows. Right? It's one of those things of, you know, yeah, what do you do in those situations? But you know, if you love it, you love it. And there's scumbag, and then there's other types of scumbag. But yeah, I was they survived. I was annoyed by other things. Do I need to make sure that, like, Greg, what do you do? Like, what? My kid enjoyed your story time. Oh, Evan Star, I'm so glad. I gotta say, honestly, doing the ASMR video, I was so stressing out about the volume, because obviously the recording part was okay. The recording part, that's a whole other thing. But once I was editing the video, I'm like, okay, how high do I put this actual volume so that people can obviously still hear it without maxing out their speakers, but still keep it at a volume where if they want to put it lower, they can, because that's the whole point of ASMR. It's either like you can hear the actual words or you can just hear the kind of the sound. So I was stressing about that right there. But at the same time, the recording went fine, obviously, because you guys saw the video, so the recording went fine. But when I took the audio from that and stuck it into my program to edit, I wish I could show you. But you guys have all seen, you know, the wavelengths from audio. Mine was a straight line, and for a second I panicked and went, oh God, did it even record? Because I needed the sound to come through that fancy mic and not through my mic, and I listened, oh, it's there. It's just so bloody quiet. It's just a flat line. I'm like, oh, that was a minor heart attack. Like, I left the place, whatever, went home, oh God, I recorded nothing. No, it was there, as you all heard. Trying to line that up was a mess. Like, I can't go by the wavelengths anymore. I have to just move the bar ever so slightly. As a fan of Roman Polanski's movies, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if it's like, I guess when people get a certain amount of money, they just let the money take over or something. Although I think there's been a study that says getting rich does actually change your brain chemistry or something. So I don't know, but I don't. It's like you like this thing, and then the person who created it or worked on it or whatever is jerk. I hate when that happens. I managed to find Demona 4 after my regular shop forgot to order it. Had to scrounge a couple of other shops to find it. Dang, lucky you. I actually, now that you remind me, Morand. So, yes, I am here, obviously, doing my live for all of you, and I'm so glad. This week, I've been house/pet sitting for a friend. So it was literally, I can't record at their place because not only do they have cats, which are fine. You've seen me record with cats. They have 5 at the house, and they jump on tables and everything. So it was, I literally could not. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna rush home for a bit, for a couple hours, do this lovely live, and then go back. And that all leads to Moran's comment, because I did pass by my comic shop this week, and I picked up the comics, and I'm like, wait, why am I missing Demona number 3? And I literally could not remember standing there. Do I already have it, or did my comic shop mess up and not order me Demona number 3? So now that I'm back home for, you know, these few hours, I'm going to check my shelves, see if I have Demona number 3. If not, I gotta shoot them an email and deal with that. And oh my God, speaking of comic pickup, so I usually only go once a month. And so I had the Fantastic Four copies sitting for me there because both happened to be released in between my visits. I love how that works out sometimes. Anyway, so I went to go pick them up, and I had specifically said Gargoyles and Fantastic Four, and Gargoyles, and I put which one was Dynamite, which one was Marvel. And they only ordered like the first one twice, different covers, and I'm like, oh god. Because there was one specific cover that I wanted, and I had a bit of a heart attack, went to their shelves. Thankfully, they had the cover I wanted, but yeah, that was not fun. That was a little bit of heart attack inducing. This is also why currently I am testing out another comic shop. They're about the same distance, just like an alternate direction, so I'm fingers crossed. So far, they haven't screwed up anything, but they have a much more updated system. My usual comic shop is literally email them saying which ones I want and they'll order, whereas this new one I can do it all online and pick specific, like I can see which cover, so fingers crossed. Hopefully they end up being around the same price or cheaper once the conversion rate kicks in. I don't know. The Demona miniseries is so effing good. I can't wait to see what people think of number 5. I can't wait till number 5 is out so I can finally actually read the entire thing. May I ask about your current hairstyle? Who's it based on? Absolutely nobody, Cosmina. This was just go through my bin of wigs, which one looked fun, and I went with it. That's all. Just a little bit of fun. But now I'm really seeing that I really don't like the blonde in front of the face. I really don't. Other colors, blonde is not my color. It's not my color. As a working class schmuck, maybe someone could donate some money to see if my brain chemistry changes strictly for science, right, Truck? So Truck and myself, we're poor Canadians here. We have to go by the lowly Canadian loonie. We won't really have access to the almighty American dollar. So for scientific purposes, because you need at least 2. You can't just have one subject. You need at least 2. Usually one's, the neutral and whatever. But we're going with 2 subjects here. Donate as much money to both of us as possible. We want to see if this is actually true. I keep shaking the desk. I was worried my shop would make the same mistake. Luckily they did. Well, lucky for you, Logan. I was so specific. I'm like, Gargoyles and Fantastic Four by Dynamite, Fantastic Four and Gargoyles by Marvel. And yeah, unless I messed up and I ordered multiple covers, but I really don't, maybe I don't. I've been trying to save money, so I don't think I ordered multiple copies, but because I also looked at the other cover, I'm like, this isn't something I would have ordered. I pre-ordered my copies for the Gargoyles Winter Special. Yes, Evan Star. I remember to do that a couple weeks ago, thankfully, because I was ordering Demona number 5. And I wanted to, again, just stick with, I wanted to see essentially the prices from this new comic shop. So they've got Demona number 5, the Winter Special, and also the first issue of Darkwing Duck pre-ordered there. So we shall see. What's up, everyone? I told my friend Robert about the channel, and he said he's heard of you. Oh my god, who is... Okay, what's Robert Screet? Like, have I don't go by real names here. This is the internet. We do not go by real names here, Trikipedia. But I'm glad Robert's heard of me. Yay! That is actually very exciting. Very, very exciting. Hold on, I gotta see how badly we're... I'm scared. My team's winning again. Yeah, Cosmina, when it comes to cat, I'm used to cats needing attention. That's fine. But at most, I've had 3 cats. And I think that's my limit. 5 at one... And again, the 5 are easy to deal with. They're very... No, one's a kitten. But, they're very calm. They are very well behaved. One hated me until I gave him treats, and then it was all, he loved me after that. It's just when it comes to feeding time, I'm used to feeding my cats a certain way. These cats are like, no, they need this many grams, and if, they tend to be really picky with food. So if that's the case, put this food on top. And if that doesn't work, put this stuff on top. Also, certain cats want to be fed in different rooms. They don't want to eat in the kitchen. It's a whole kerfuffle. I'm like, can my friend come back? Because I don't want to deal with this anymore. Plus, I miss my cats. My cats snuggle with me. I love them for that. These cats do not snuggle. They want pets. They want all the chin scritchies and all that stuff. They do not snuggle. So my lap has been empty for a week. It's very sad. Late to the Party is his channel. I don't... Late to the Party. Actually, it's one of those, it sounds familiar. Familiar. Words are hard. Yeah, it's one of those, it sounds familiar, may just be my brain being weird. I don't know. The other thing that's been annoying me, I've been on a weekend-long tirade against people who complain about problematic stories because nuance exists and characters aren't safe. Are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? Oh dear. Do we really have to explain the whole, first of all, characters aren't saints, and second of all, like, oh gosh. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for my Demona video, aren't I? I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that one, aren't I? Because it's a video describing how much I love Demona, but she problematic. As everyone should understand, Demona be problematic. So I have a feeling I'm gonna get a bunch of hate for that video, aren't I? I'm here for it. Throw the hate, I don't mind. Because you're not gonna change my mind, first of all. I want to say I've literally grown up watching Demona, but no, it's like the Gargoyles has been there for a while, and she problematic. Are the wigs going to become a regular thing? Maybe. I mean, I don't have a whole ton of them. There are certain ones that literally, like, they have the whatchamacallit. There's a thing for certain wigs that they actually glue down to your forehead. The ones I usually use don't. I prefer them. They're easier. I'm just forgetting the word for it. Lace front. Yeah, some of them have a lace front. Some of them need to be styled. Otherwise, they just kind of sit there. So at least for a little bit, maybe for the rest of this year. So until the end of December, I might make the wigs a thing. And then come January, you know, wig on, wig off for 1 week, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know. I'm winging it. Runs off to adjust username. I can only handle 2 right now. Yeah, 2 is okay. 3 is the max. But then again, I've always had cats that are quite calm, so I might be able to handle 4. But these 5, they're so picky, and the fact that they jump on like the kitchen table and stuff. So literally I'm trying to eat dinner and I have like 2 or 3 faces sitting on the table staring at me. I'm like, I can't do, how do you guys do this? No, how do you guys allow this? That's the thing that was bugging me. It's like, guys, cats jumping on the couch, the bed, whatever. That's fine. But the kitchen table? Nah, come on, man. Luckily, I have, you know, only 1 more night of it. So I'm going to finish this, literally drive back, pick up dinner along the way, and go head back. I fed them literally before I left so that hopefully they'll all be passed out and wouldn't notice me being gone. So by the time I come back, they'll be hungry, feed them, I can eat, and then day is done. I eagerly anticipate your Demona video. You know what, Greg? I keep looking at what I've written, and I keep looking at it going, did I do this right? Does this make sense? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Truck. I had a dog like that, very fussy. Got a purebred Samoyed. After that, totally different. 8 things that would make you say WTF dog. I had a cat that I literally called her my little garbage disposal. It was literally anything that fell on the floor, she ate it. She did not care. She ate everything. Luckily, her way of begging was just to sit there on the floor and stare up at you. So I'm used to, you know, that. But yeah, she would just literally, if I spilled milk on the floor, best day ever for the cats. Best day ever. But yeah, she was the little garbage disposal. I've had cats get picky in terms of like flavor. And so my Danica, which, no, she's not around right now. The worst she got was, what do you mean I only have 3 flavors of food? No, this, you know, and she started getting picky in that way. So I added 3 extra flavors and then just rotated. And for years now, she hasn't given me a problem. It's more she doesn't want the same thing too often. She'll eat it. She likes variety. Whereas Kuma's just like food. Yeah, see, Demona love. We all do love Demona, but I think we can all admit that she's very problematic. I think we can all agree on that. Yes, yes. We don't have any Demona apologists in here, because otherwise this is going to turn into like Psych 101. I haven't done Psych 101 in many, many years, but I'll do it. Somehow people want complex characters while wanting Mary Sue's and also hating on both at the same time, or am I reading too much into that and being weird? You know what, Cosmina, I don't think you're it goes, there are people who want Mary Sue's, there are people who want the complexity, and then there are people who want both and neither at the same time. It's like, well, what do you want? This is why, and I say this for any artistic thing that anyone does, writing, art, whatever. If you start doing it for other people, you'll never be happy and no one else will. Do it for yourself. If it makes you happy, that's all that matters. Eventually, your people, your audience will find you. Like, I don't do this channel, going, oh, what are people going to think? It's like, no, I enjoy this topic. I am putting this topic out there. If people watch it, people watch it. If they don't, okay, that topic didn't hit. That's it. And I just that's it. I'm not convinced any of us know what we're doing here. If that's any reassurance. Oh my God. Is this going to be the night where I swear I have had no alcohol in my system, not because I had to drive back here, so obviously no. I don't know. One of my GF's cats takes stuff and hides it. We call her Klepto Kitty. Funny enough, Trekopedia, Danica used to be the same way when she was younger. The amount of stuff I would lose. Because one, she would wander into my room, find something that she liked, and just take it and run. Socks, figures, she stole Lego Deadpool. Literally, if she could carry it in her mouth, she just took it and ran. Luckily, she doesn't do that anymore. She outgrew it. But I also don't know why the heck she started doing it and why the heck she stopped. Hey, Captain Logan. Thank you. I was a little worried about, because of, again, the blonde, but it seems to be okay. I think I'm making it work. I kind of I prefer my other one. Again, it's similar, but it's like green and black and everything. Funny enough, I had to do a gig once playing an elf. And we were allowed to have fun with the costumes. I'm like, hey, can I wear a wig when I do this? And they're like, yeah, sure, go nuts. And yeah, it was fun. I wonder if actually, because I haven't worn it since I did the elf gig, and I twisted everything in the hair to make it all like glittery and shiny and sparkly for the kids. I'm actually wondering if all that stuff is still in there. Should be interesting. Now I'm curious to hear the psych. Oh, no. There's no story behind the Psych 101. It's just, there's a lot of psychology that goes into Demona. And just I took a Psych 101 class when I was in university many moons ago. I've seen people complain about the Dynamite comics because Demona is too mean in them. And I just wonder what the hell. I think decades of fanfic softening her made some people forget. I don't know if it's that. Or again, it's the whole, well, she has her daughter, why is she so mean? I honestly, Greg, I'm with you on there of Demona so mean. It's like, yeah, it's Demona. What did you expect? And I think, Greg, I could be wrong on this. I think a part of it might also slightly be, as much as we love the series, it was still a kids show. So Demona, yes, she's Demona, but essentially she was slightly softened for kids' palates. She did everything that she did. So, and I think now with the comics, she's allowed to be as mean as she was meant to be. I think that's where a little bit of the disconnect also is. It's people saw her one way during the show, and now they're seeing Demona be Demona. Like, this is truly Demona. And people are like, what do you mean? Well, like, she would never do. It's like, no, she would have done this in the TV show too. Probably. I don't know how much Greg could have gotten away with depicting some of the stories or some of what Demona's done in the show. They probably would have had to soften it again ever so slightly. I think that's where the disconnect is. I think. No reinsurance, please. I already pay enough. We all do, Logan. Oh, we all do. Fifi, aka Klepto Kitty, goes into the computer room, types, steals a pen, and hides it. Ah, Truck, that's adorable. Truck, that is absolutely adorable. Oh my god. That's too cute. I don't remember if Danica ever stole a pen. Kuma has a habit of stealing pens because if they're just sitting there, it's a round thing that he can bat away and steal in that sense, but he's not actually stealing it. He just wants to play with it. Has YouTube adjusted your view counts from last week, or are they still cutting your numbers? I want to say that they might still be cutting my numbers, Truck. Like, if you look at my last batch of videos, they're not my usual numbers. So, and at the same time, YouTube's not pushing my stuff anymore. And these hype points, I don't know if anyone's gotten them yet. I want to say no. I don't know how slowly this whole hype point thing is being rolled out. But yeah, YouTube really does not like small creators currently, I think. I don't know. Or YouTube just doesn't like me. No, yeah, it's weird nonsense. Yeah, I wish I could make sense of it because my click-through rate is still average. My click-through rate is staying consistent, but everything else has just dropped. So I don't is it YouTube? Am I not making videos people want to see anymore? I don't know. It also really doesn't help specifically for my blocky video, and I was so excited to do the blocky video, which I will be posting the build. I saw enough comments saying we want to see the build. I was probably going to post it anyway. But yeah, a bunch of people want to see the build, so that will be coming out on Tuesday. You guys heard it here first. But it didn't help that you know, so I found all these blocky groups and Transformers groups to post in, and the groups won't let me post. So this is also a thing of, hey, YouTube, I need you to push my stuff, and YouTube just ain't pushing it. Demona has lived over 1,000 years and a lot of heartache. I think we can cut her some slack, LOL. She's a badass character. I've been defending her actions since 1994. Get out. No. It is not all parents are good parents, and I don't defend her actions. I can explain and understand why she does what she does. For being so mean, she was all smiles in the last Demona comic, I'll tell you that. Morand, I literally have not opened even issue #1 of Demona. So we're keeping this spoiler free, especially since Demona #5 hasn't come out. They're just going to keep it spoiler free until then. I think they expected Angela to soften her, and if anything, Angela has made Demona more determined to destroy humanity. Yeah, you think your kids are, and then one day one of them shows up, and you're like, oh, all the kids are still alive. I have even more reason to do what I do. I.e. Darth Vader redeeming himself for Luke BS. I'm really glad I didn't get into Star Wars. Standards and practices probably made them tone down Demona's nature. Again, standards and practice, it's a kid's show. You can't really show it. Whereas comics, it's not geared towards kids. And so they can kind of get away with a little bit more. Maybe these poor fans, I'll call them, want Demona to be nicer because of her prior relationship to the clan and the fact that she's Angela's mother. They'll just need to wait a few more decades for the softening to commence. Let's go with a few more centuries, Logan. A few more centuries. Show you may like X-Men Evolution. It reminds me of the Gargoyles show in some ways with the storytelling. Nice. I have fallen so behind on so many of these awesome shows, and I kind of kick myself. But I also have a bad habit of, hey, there's nothing to watch on TV. I'm going to rewatch something from 20 years ago. I have that bad habit. Adrienne Bello, Gargoyles SMP exec, mostly let Greg and Co do what they wanted. She understood story and didn't respond to things in knee-jerk ways. Yeah, no, no argument there. I just think it's a kid's show. So they just, again, they softened it up slightly. Not a, again, whatever, just a kid show. Why would YouTube not like you? You're very likable. Thank you. At least you guys like me, right? Yeah, it's algorithm BS. It's small channel BS. Like, obviously, I mean, you guys have seen it. You open up YouTube and the first batch of videos it shows you are all big channels. YouTube tends to push the bigger channels. I'm small fish in a big pond. So it's literally, it's a numbers game. So that explains why they could get away with more than other cartoons of the day. The only spoiler I'm giving is that Demona is up to no good, and if that's a spoiler, well, yeah, if that's a spoiler, I am judging everybody in the fandom. Demona's up to no good. Pikachu face. Nah, I'm too stuck on the whole going in on a half-baked plan with zero contingencies, then abandoning her friends and family to suffer the consequences while saving herself. Yeah. Like I said, she's problematic. Love Demona. She's problematic, and that's one of the big problems. I rewatched Smallville, Buffy, Pokemon, etc., so I know what you mean. Literally the past week, because I don't know how to work my friend's Comcast thingy, whatever the heck they have hooked up there. There's 3 remotes in the house and none of them turn it on. So I'm like, you know what? I have my laptop. I'm going to just hook it up to the TV and watch through my laptop. And literally I've been rewatching Transformers Animated and Beast Wars, just flipping back and forth between the two every now and then. I'm watching cats for the day. I just need essentially background noise. It's very quiet. It's a big empty house. And there's no one there but cats. Fun story. In City of Stone, Adrian asked for Demona to destroy one less statue and suggested shooting the bags from her hands. Greg had the arms go with the bags, so the woman bled out at sunrise. Jeez. Genocide. Understandable. Compared to you, I'm a tiny krill. You know what, Cosmina? We all start small. We all start, you know, when I started the channel, obviously I had no subs, no nothing, barely any views. But the one thing I made sure to do was I posted my videos all over Facebook where I could. And yeah, that was the thing I did. I just posted my videos on Facebook. That's it. I did nothing special, nothing fancy. The only problem, again, I'm having now is there's a bunch of Facebook groups that won't let me post anymore or at all. And then also, because I was new-ish and consistent, YouTube was kind of pushing my channel a little bit. Again, it was brand new, so not really. They waited, I want to say YouTube waited a good month at least before they're like, oh, she's consistent. She keeps posting every week. And minor push. But yeah, no, like YouTube did majority of the work for me. Because it was, I'm making Gargoyles videos. I'm going to find the Gargoyles groups and post in there. And the Gargoyles groups they're good groups. So thankfully it's a group of people that are running each group going, we will take Gargoyles content. It's fine. Transformers seem to be a little bit pickier, I guess. I don't know. Really don't know. Guys, I'm scared. My team's winning. Hope you enjoy X-Men Evolution. It's really fun. I work with 20-year-olds at my theater. Excuse me. Air bowl. There we go. I work with 20-year-olds at my theater, so they suggest shows for me, and same with them. I get them telling me I like good stuff. Nice. You got the 20-year-olds. You're good. You are awesome. That like you managed to get 20-year-olds to like you. That is magical. But Demona is one of the few on-screen murderers in Western animation. Not wrong. Shows, not shoes, darns. Don't worry, Trek. I picked up. I'm like pretty sure he means shows, not shoes. I've been trying to figure out more and more how to work with AI search and using whatever they come up with. I use as my metadata for YouTube videos to see if I can work the system. LOL. I just don't want to touch AI, Captain Logan. Honest, I don't. For one thing, just I'll use Google Trending. I'll use that, but and I'll see what YouTube says in terms of, hey, this is what people are searching for the terms that I use, but I won't touch AI. I can't. I did one day though. I decided to see what YouTube AI would suggest in terms of, hey, you know, you did this topic. Here's a couple more that you could do. My God, the AI, the topics and the images were they were good for a laugh. I should have recorded it. So good for a laugh. Demona wanting to genocide humans, understandable. Demona getting other gargoyles killed through her bloodthirsty revenge schemes, unforgivable. I mean... Oh no, what got jinxed? No, did I jinx something? No. Hello, no, it's K Ojo. Hello. For some reason, I was looking for a different letter to be capitalized, and it threw me off. Happy Thanksgiving, K Ojo. I'm Canadian. Mine was last month, but still happy Thanksgiving. I didn't get to participate in turkey or stuffing or comas or anything this week. It's a shame. Yeah, though the algorithm is sketchy at times, but I still get or feel overlooked in any gargoyles groups. And yes, I sound petty. You know what, Cosmina? I get it. Yeah, I get it. There's... and the thing is, if you look at here are tips and tricks, you know, to get your eyes on your video, it's a lot of, what's the word? I can't remember what the word is, but it's just like you can do, you know, this and this, and then, but people don't always react the same way, so not everything that they say works, and this and that. Yeah, it's headache inducing. I will give you that. It is headache inducing some days. I'm trying to remember what I was even doing during my 20s. I was working a lot in my 20s. I had university and college in my 20s. That's all I really remember from my 20s. Not like I partied or anything. My 20s were pretty boring. Oh, that's what I jinxed. Oh, no. Yeah. Literally, so far, every time I've looked, we've increased our goals. I don't know what's happening. Did we throw Crosby off the ice? Like, is he not playing or something? I don't know what's going on here. I get told by my boss that they like me and ask to work with me and know I will talk about shows and movies and not politics, so they're happy. I mean, generally, not talking politics is going to get people to like you. Politics is very touchy stuff to talk about. So essentially, it's one of those things of, unless you know the people you're talking to, I would just kind of avoid talking politics at all. Just at all. I know a bunch of people, and even them, I refuse to talk politics because they just it was like, no, just no more politics ever. Yeah. So far, apparently I didn't jinx it, but apparently I'm not allowed to watch when they win. Cause last night they were winning, and then I started watching, and then they ended up losing. So I'm just checking the score. That's all I'm allowed to do. Yeah, Kyoto, it's been a while. Where have you been? And there's Lord Akira. I like telling Canadians Happy Boxing Day. I don't know what it means, but I do it. You're still early on Happy Boxing Day. That's not till after Christmas. Truly, I don't quite know what it's just. It was essentially our equivalent of Black Friday, but the deals were never as good, and also it was after Christmas. Malls were crazy. That was it. It was like, oh, you know, Boxing Day is coming up. We wait until then to buy something because it'll probably be on sale. That was about it. I get it. I spam the hell out of Voices from the Eerie. Got it. Yeah, that's it. Twitter, literally, Greg, Twitter has put a mark on my account because apparently I was spamming. That's what Twitter has decided to do to me. And I'm like, I really don't want to have to give you jerks the dollar so that you take that warning off my account. I'd rather just keep spamming or something. I don't know, because that was total just bull right there. Like, really, I've been doing this for a year and suddenly I'm spam. What the heck? Circumstantial, is that the word you're looking for? I don't even remember what I was talking about where it's circumstantial. Maybe? Yes? Oh, there's Sean. No, you can't sneak in, Sean. You can't. In my 20s, I was working at a window and door factory. You see, there you go. I was... What did I do? I worked at an Italian shop. Surprise. I worked at a hotel. I had jobs. I bounced. Why'd you have to set off the alarms? We get political on Voices. I think we decided we don't give AF. I'm not going to swear because this, but you guys by all means swear in the chat. I don't care. Nothing happens. You know what, Greg? I might one day start not giving AF. I just don't have the numbers yet. That's the one thing. You guys aren't. If you guys were running on YouTube, I'd say you'd probably play it slightly differently, but because YouTube's weird again. YouTube's very weird for that. So you guys, by all means, you do good. But also, if you guys could see the nonsense that was happening up here politically and stuff, you'd be like, oh, this is why Desi don't talk about it, because it's literally just like it is in the States. It's literally something every day, and it's exhausting. And some days this is why I'm usually not online. It's like I do my lives, I do my videos, whatever, but I'm not online because no matter where I go, I see something like I just don't want to see anything for a while. It's exhausting. In my 20s, I was starting a good career and pretending not to be a Gargoyles fan. It happens. The 20s are weird. We're all trying to fit in, trying to find our in-groups and all that stuff, so we'll do stupid stuff, yeah. I was in community college and interned at Disney World in my 20s. Nice, Cosmina. That's awesome. Ottawa is the only team who has a playoff spot at this point in the season. What can I throw? What is there to throw? I need to throw something now. How is Ottawa the only bloody team making the playoffs? I know it's only... Okay, it's December, technically. There's only one day left in November. How? Oh, this is painful now. Of all teams, Ottawa. I've been around Desi just simply existing. I miss those days, KO Joe. Sometimes I miss those days. I'm just like, no, I just want to exist sometimes. I just don't want to. Whatever. My 20s were wasted on school and the craziest work schedule you could possibly imagine. Yeah. Trying to juggle school and work was never fun. I absolutely hated it. There's a site to keep an eye on shadow bans on Twitter. Not that it's not a great platform. Yeah, again, Captain Logan, it's that thing of I literally use it to push the channel, and that's it. I don't spend time there. This is why I refuse to give them the dollar that they want for me to be verified. It's like, no, I will either just deal with the stupid stuff that you're doing or whatever. The only Canadian team, I mean, don't worry, Chuck, I got you. I understood that. So back to Demona. When I saw City of Stone when I was 12 years, I didn't realize she harmed all those people permanently. I thought that at the end, the Weird Sisters magically fixed everything. Oh, Evan Star. That's a nice way to think of it, though. The problem is you watch it as an adult and you go, oh dear. Oh dear. In my 20s, I was in college, majoring in English, then went to film school in Hollywood. Dang, Greg. Dang. See, I majored in English, but I only majored in English because I actually wanted to major in law, and law required to be a double major, so I picked up English as the second one, and that was a huge, huge mistake. For what it's worth, Evan Star, I seem to recall that I'd assumed the same thing originally, possibly was surprised they didn't show everything being made right. Ugh. Never went to college or uni too poor. You know what, Truck? Honestly, university and college, college not so much as university, but university is if you want certain, knocking stuff over. If you want to go that route, university is a lot more theoretical stuff. College is more hands-on. I prefer college over university. College when I went was cheap. I literally worked, I think, for 4 years, and I was able to pay off college without even trying. But yeah, I mean, technically, even going for there's a word for it, for the trades. I know there's a word. But you're technically still going to college in a sense. You are going to learn that stuff. And then journeyman, is that the one? Is that what I'm looking for? But yeah, tradespeople still get a lot of stupid education. And I don't mean stupid as in stupid. I mean as in a lot of education. But yeah, doesn't matter the type of education you get. What matters is getting an education. Yeah, majoring in English and film didn't help me lucratively, but well, I'd bring that education to voices. Jen worked in the industry for real. I work on the front of the cameras. That's all I know. Storm Russo, thank you. Yeah, I decided to have a little bit of fun. I wish I could grow my hair out this long. I'm getting there. Naturally, it's like up to here. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Phoebe wanted to cure everybody after Stone, Luna, and Celine talked her out of it. Marina captured the absolute joy Demona was feeling smashing those human statues. Brilliant. Marina, it's one of the reasons why we love her. What is dead and gone cannot be restored. Too true, too true, too true. Commercial breaks. I have no idea what the score is. Man, being away from like my housemates and stuff, so I'm really not talking vocally with anybody for the past week, and my throat's already tired. I should have gotten myself a cup of tea. And plus you guys are just thankfully keeping me talking, but I can already feel my throat going, no, you're done. You're done. Oh my god, you guys, I wish I could show you how Kuma is sleeping right now. It's hilarious. This guy, he has noodle. I call him a noodle. He has no spine. It's just hilarious. Just throwing it out there, one thing I'm trying for my channel is the old-fashioned idea of dipping into different buckets like time-lapse, speed drawing videos, or reviewing other geeky stuff. You know, because just have one common thread, essentially, when it comes to your channel. Mine staying on the geeky side. I'm still... You know, again, this is my whole thing is getting more eyes on the gargoyle stuff. But yeah, just try and keep a common thread. And that way, you know, when people come to your channel, it's like, oh, it's not like she's doing 20 different million things. It's, you know, there's a common theme to it. I have had exactly one voice acting gig that was narrating a company video telling people not to break equipment. It was cheaper than hiring an actor mostly. You know what? It's still a gig. And if you ever really wanted to go down that route, Morand, you have a credit somewhere, and credits help. So chances of getting you to start a podcast is low then. I would see a podcast would be fun. But in terms of like an actual like podcast, I don't know. Cause the one thing I like about the few podcasts that I listen to, and I mean few, like two or three, is that it's always a conversation with, you know, the host, maybe two hosts or whatever, and a guest, or it's just the two hosts. It's something. So at least it's a back and forth. Technically, like you just remove the video from my videos, and it's just audio. It's just podcasts. But it removes the visuals. I don't know. Like, I'd want more practice doing podcasts by getting invited onto podcasts, time permitting, of course, because that's my biggest hurdle right now. It just happened to work out beautifully for Voices of the Eerie, from the Eerie. Bleh. But yeah, I just need, like, I technically used to be on a podcast again back in 20s. Yeah, I was in my 20s. It was, you know, as an internship type thing. So again, it wasn't a thing I was doing. But yeah, podcasts, it's a different. If I was speaking to more Italians, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Different dynamics. So yeah, it's just yeah. And it's a different beast, essentially. The last half of the live, Desi will have to perform in mime. Upside truck, I'm Italian, so y'all understand it, hopefully, maybe. Oh yes, Gargoyles, I want to be the main theme. I wish you luck on that, Cosmina, honestly. It's not the easiest. Not the easiest. Well, they deleted the video after about a year. So yeah, it doesn't matter as long as you still have a copy. Because even without the visuals, you can you know, take the audio out and like stick it somewhere if you want people to listen to it. And plus, you can still, like, literally, I did the thing for this, especially if you still have a copy of it. Cosmina, I send you the Shia LaBeouf meme telepathically, the one that says do it. I posted on a Facebook Star Trek group about the Marina was the voice of Demona and got a like from Brent Spiner. Nice! Okay, I'll be the co-host. Got that same Bumblebee behind you, plus others from that line. I'm working on making reviews for those high-end models from Fanhome and Agora, etc. I have 2 models from Fanhome I'm working on right. This Bumblebee was so much fun to build. I'm really sad that I didn't think to record building it when I first got it. But again, I was doing purely Gargoyle, so it's like, why the heck would Bumblebee be on my channel? But also, this is why I keep saying, Blockies, can you pick up the Gargoyles license? My goodness, I would buy them all in one shot, put myself into debt for that one, and just build them all. But yes, the Blockies are fun. The Blockies are so much fun. Oh, that's what I forgot to check to see if it was on sale. The really good Soundwave Blocky. There's a really nice Shockwave Soundwave for the. It's only an hour in and my brain's already done too. Oh dear. Well, we definitely hope to have you on Voices again sometime. You just like making me sweat, don't you, Greg? You. I think that's your. You just like making me nervous. Um, Chemistry between the hosts is important for the podcast format. It's huge. It's the again because there's no visuals or anything. It's just purely what I mean. Some podcasts now do have a visual to it, but a lot of podcasts, when people listen, they're just listening. They've taken away the visuals. It's just audio, and for some reason, sometimes it's easier to pick up on people not getting along or the chemistry being off between hosts through pure audio rather than audio and visual. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Jen and I have known each other for decades and have always been very close. I can't imagine anyone else as co-host because the chemistry is important. And it was fun recording with them. Got all my blockies for Black Friday at $5 to $10 each. Oh, that reminds me, I have to go to the spot where I did get my blockies because they are 10% off at least. So instead of $5, I'm looking at like $3. So yeah, more blockies. I will be on the hunt for blockies next time I go shopping. You're in trouble, Logan. You're in trouble. Once you start with blockies, you're done. You're stuck with them. Yeah, I have to have B-roll for podcasts when it's on YouTube. I wish I could be lazy enough to just have a static image. Right. Some days, like I love doing the way I do things, but sometimes it's just like, look, I'll come on, but do I have to turn on the webcam? I want to do this in my PJs. Let me put on my onesie and let me do this way. I don't want to show my face. I just want to be lazy. Someday, you know how everyone has those days. It's just like, oh, just let me roll in front of this, turn off the webcam, and just. I saw a Galvatron blocky and I want it. What can I say? I love the purple head case. The one thing I hate about blockies, and this is why I only have the few that I do, I hate blind bags. I absolutely despise blind bags because I know, to get every figure, just buy the whole box. Yeah, I don't feel like spending $80 just so I can have a handful of figures. So it's just one of those things of I'll pick and choose and hopefully I get lucky, but I absolutely despise blind boxes. If I'm doing it for video purposes, it's like, you know what, fine, I will buy a handful. Don't care who I get. I obviously want certain ones, but it's like I'm still gonna have fun with these. McFarlane will be losing the DC Comics license after next year, so I'm trying to telepathically influence him to pick up the Gargoyles license. Probably not going to happen, but hope springs eternal. Again, cross your fingers. Email them. Go on social media and be like, "Yo." That's usually the start. Yeah, start making chatter online. That's the best way to do it. Hello, I appreciate the effort you put in. Thank you, Captain Logan. Yeah, it is. Some people think I just like roll in, do whatever. But heck, the scripts take me a couple hours. The makeup, depending on the day. This is why I wear so little. I hate doing makeup. I hate makeup. Hate it. I grew up such a tomboy. Makeup was literally the last thing on my mind. So yeah. Agreed, I might just get him on eBay rather than gamble. Or just wait for me to accidentally pick him up. I don't know, because again, I'm going to go pick up some because they're on sale. And because, funny thing is, they're really far from me, so I never go. But they're like literally almost across the street from my friend's place. And like, oh God, I'm going to spend money, aren't I? I recently picked up NECA line Hudson and Bronx from Walmart for $20 each. See, I am jealous of you Americans because I'm seeing, it's $20 each, and then with Black Friday maybe it's $10, whatever, but it's still like $20, $10, $20, 15. They are still $60 up here. Yeah, 60. I know it's Canadian, so for you guys it's like 45, 50, but yeah, they're still on the higher end. And it's like, guys, really? Can you start dropping the price? I want a spare Goliath. Thanks. Can we not give Gargoyles to Todd McFarlane? The guy is a scumbag and doesn't believe in articulation. That's not wrong. Not wrong. There are other companies. This is why it's like, hey, let's give it to Blockies. Blockies can get the Gargoyles license. Who else can get? I mean, I would love it if 3-0 got the Gargoyles license. But it depends on, you know, the figures that they make and everything, because some of them are really cheap and some of them are stupid expensive. As someone who bought that box of Lorcana, I stand by my stance of I hate blind boxes and card packs opinion. It was fun as a kid collecting Pokemon cards and you pick up the pack and you see what you got. You know, I get it for kids because plus the upside was you were building a deck. So pretty much every card would come in use. But just for like little figures, it's no. So when I just went over to put in my pre-order for the Darkwing crossover, I noticed they had a blind box edition in the options, and I still don't know what that was supposed to be. I have literally been talking to everybody, Moran, about this, and the only thing I can figure is that you get a random cover that may not be advertised. That's all I can figure. Because, yeah, I saw them like, what the heck is it? And they're charging more for it. I thought McFarlane Toys had improved on articulation, but I haven't really actually bought a figure, just heard things from coworkers. I honestly, my only Spawn figures are Egyptian themed and from like 20 years ago, so I know nothing of recent McFarlane figures. It's not that like seeing Sweat, I generally like what you do, you're good at it, and you elevate us, we elevate you, we elevate I'm pretty sure I don't elevate it. I help elevate Gargoyles, but I pretty sure didn't. I kind of agree with you on blind boxes. Blockies I'm not as peeved about since their cases have one of each, so if you get a whole case, you can get them all. Again, yeah, it's like, I don't want to have to buy the entire box just to get the figures that I want. Like there is what was it, a sparkling, I still have the boxes here from my Blocky video. What was it? Glittering Shockwave. Do you know how badly I want that glittering? It's Shockwave and he glitters. He's shiny. Do you know how badly I want that? And the fact that, do you know how many boxes are in that case? Because these are smaller boxes. Well, for one thing, it's minimum 12. No, yeah, it's minimum 12. Because 2 of them are 1 in 24, so you won't even get them. So maybe like a box of 13-ish or something. Like, no, wait. Is it a box of 24? I'm doing math and it's not working out. 6, 12. 6 sounds too much for a box. 24 sound, it might be 24 to a case. I don't know. I just don't want to spend that kind of money. Not for a shiny Shockwave. Tiny shiny Shockwave would make my day. No. Hey, the Chris hype finally made it. I would like to see Gargoyles model kits. Yes. This is what's missing right now in the market. Gargoyle, and if they do them the animation style, and this is why I like 3-0 for this animation style. So you just plug in. Oh my god, gimme. I might be the opposite. I wore makeup growing up, especially for ballet recitals and dances. Now I go all natural these days. Yes, he calls me. Most of my days, I don't wear like any makeup at all. It's all natural. I didn't like it as a kid. I don't really like it now. I wear it when I go out sometimes, but a lot of the time. But it's less than what I wear here. But yeah. I don't know. Oh, some cases from other companies would be utterly random with multiples of figures and not include all of them. Oh, that's garbage. Oh, pack rat, that's garbage. I don't want to hear. Oh. Okay, I'm really glad Blockies does what it does. Because my coworkers are just easily impressed, possibly. Of course we're talking about, I'm talking about Transformer Shockwave. Is there another Shockwave? Come on. There has to be sites dedicated to trading these things. I don't know if there's sites dedicated. I know I've seen trading happen at TFCon. I know every now and then on Facebook Marketplace, there will be people's like, hey, you know, they opened up the box just to see what figure came in. And so, so the bags themselves would be sealed. It'd be like, yeah, I got this figure, don't need it, I'm selling it, or willing to trade. So I've seen that on Facebook Marketplace. Don't know if there's sites dedicated. That's good. Natural is better. Yeah, pretty like there. I don't wear blush because I never figured out how to use it. I don't use foundation because I actually hate it. There was a period of time where I was using foundation all the time, and I despise it. Despise it. What pretty much what you can see is what I'm wearing. That's it. I've actually been getting ready to teach myself miniature painting because I found Etsy has a lot of 3D printed figures for Gargoyle. Nice. I don't have a steady hand. I really don't have a steady hand. I'm bad enough when it comes to putting stickers on Gundam figures. I don't have a steady hand. So good on you, Captain Logan. That does deserve applause. I've got a kid who doesn't understand blind boxes. He says he understands, picks a box, doesn't get what he wants, cries. Oh no, Chris. Oh no. How young is he to not quite understand blind boxes? Let's see. Because I know there's one big one. I just want to see. No, not Transformers 1 Soundwave. Pretty, but no. Transformers Action Edition? Okay. Ooh, let's see how much Amazon's charging for him. Just turned 7. Oh, he's so little. Amazon.ca, why are you charging 60? Oh, 9% off. That's why I don't like Amazon. What does no one have? It's still Black Friday weekend. Come on. Somebody give me. Yeah, okay. I was waiting to see if somebody would realize that there was no potato this week. So I derped hard. So before I left for my friend's place, I made sure to get the potato done because I draw on a tablet, but it's like this big, like this wide. Do I have something? Yeah, that's all I can really do. It's about this wide. So it's a honker, and I still keep it in its box to keep it safe. So it was a bit much for me to bring. I didn't want to bring it to my friend's place. So I drew the potato, and it needs some fixing. But essentially the potato was done before I left from my friend's place. And then Thursdays are when I post the potato, announcing the live stream. And then Thursday went to shit. Thursday, I lost track of everything. I didn't even post this day in history video for Thursday. Literally nothing went right for Thursday. And so by the time I realized that nothing, like I didn't post a potato, I didn't post my short, like nothing. It was so late in the day. I'm like, you know what? F it. There's no potato this week. There's no short today. I'll announce my live stream on Friday when I post my video, and next week I will use that potato. Yeah, Thursday just went to hell, and yeah. And plus I had to leave the cats alone for like 5 hours, and I hadn't even eaten myself by the time I got back there. So it was one of those no, which is no. Yes, the second issue for Gargoyles Darkwing Duck pre-order is up. So if you have not ordered that, like I have not, don't forget to do that. Just a thought, but I'm now thinking your wig is kind of Phoenix from X-Men style. Yeah, I'm the more I look at it, it's like, yeah, this is falling under like comic book people style, which I like. I still like it. Not the reason why I bought it, but yeah. If there is any week to not have a potato, it's a post-Thanksgiving week. I can't even stand to look at anything associated with Thanksgiving at this point. See, no one gets tortured by the sight of a potato. It's all good. Storm Russo. I actually got into painting minis, Warhammer 40K. That's usually the one I hear, yeah, too. And I've been getting 3D resin prints. I did get a bust of from Etsy, just wasn't named Goliath or Gargoyles mentioned. See what happens when I get it. Fingers crossed. I think everyone has trouble balancing content creation versus real life stuff. It is troublesome as it is. And for a kerfuffle like Thursday, it was just like, nope. The only upside was it was just like even posting my video for patrons early, that got pushed back. So yeah, it was a cluster F on Thursday. My most important thing was, look, my patrons have to get the video early because well, they're patrons. They literally paid for it, so I have to at least do that. Everything else is just, it is what it is. I'll fix everything on Friday. That's what happens. Real life comes first. Ideally, voices would come out twice a month, but real life often interferes. So it comes out when it comes out. I wish I had your schedule, Greg. Sometimes it's just like, no, it just comes out when it comes out. No. I said every Friday. I had a famous Covers Phoenix figure that rocked the hair just like the wig. She is one of my favorites simply for nice. I should probably like actually style this. This is the way it came out of the bag. I haven't done anything to it. Probably like try combing it or something. Yeah. Just making sure I'm not getting any dings from the house, because again, I have abandoned it temporarily. Pittsburgh scored again. We're still winning. Well, there's my schedule, Jen's schedule, Weissman's schedule. Yeah, it's just my schedule. Can I still have the excuse of life and I'll post it when I want? Toynado, do you have... Oh, there's 5% off. But no, I don't want 5%. 5% off of $60 is not a deal. I already know a place that is offering 10% off. Give me cheap Soundwave. This is also why I prefer the bigger ones, like my Bumblebee, because you can just pick which figure you want. Actually, how much is Big Bad Toy Store charging? 45 Yankee dollars. Yikes. Yikes-a-reno. So apparently Shockwave did not get any Black Friday deals, which kind of blows. Darn. Unless Blocky somehow has it on sale, but I don't even think I can ship here. No, that's Transformers 1 Shockwave. I do not want Transformers 1 Shockwave. I do not. Is this one? No, that's Transformers 1 again. They don't even list the fancy one on their own site? Would suck. Decline. I don't want your cookies. Oh, there it is. Action edition. Ooh, 57. And I'm pretty sure Blocky's charges in American dollars. My goodness. Nope. Nope. Ah, thank you, Kamikuro. You may as well throw in 15 extra bucks and pre-order Studio Series 86 Soundwave. No. I have been desperately trying not to collect the Studio Series, especially the 86 line, because I know if I start with one, I have to collect pretty much all of them. So I have been just, no. And plus they so rarely go on sale. They so rarely go on sales. Like I can't justify the prices. And I get it. They're studio series. They're fancy. They're awesome. I don't have the shelf space for every 86 figure that they've so far released. I just like I'm already going back and forth on comic Shockwave because there's somebody on Marketplace in Calgary that's selling one, and I'm like, but it's a Shockwave and it comes with the pretty box, and he comic themed. It's pretty. Yes, you are wise because I've fallen into that rabbit hole. It's not so much wise, Greg. It's very much I don't have the cash to collect all of these. So if I collect none of them, I save money and can maybe put it towards something else. If I start collecting them, I'm doomed. That's why there's so few blockies. Because if I actually start collecting, which again, the upside of them being blind box, I absolutely hate it. So I won't buy too many. I sound like I'm struggling. That's how I was with NECA figures, and when I realized they were doing much of the line as they have, I realized I was in trouble. Yep. Yeah, Captain Logan, that was, but for Gargoyles, I'm like, you know what? This is the one time I will allow myself to, start, that problem. It's like I buy one and I will buy all of them. It's fine. Because it's Gargoyles. Like, we haven't gotten anything in so many years. This is the one time I will allow myself to fall into that rabbit hole. But a lot of other things, like, no, I can't, because they're all pretty and all. Like there's a model kit for the 7 Deadly Sins, and luckily, I splurged on one, and luckily, as pretty as the other ones are, I have managed to not fall down that rabbit hole. And the only reason I have the one that I do is because it was Egyptian themed, and I couldn't say no. So that one I ended up getting, and the other one's like, no, I can sit and wait. It's okay. I will wait till there's a sale or something, or they'll just go out of stock. I agree. My Transformers collection is never ending. Never. So I mentioned in my last live, for the few Transformers fans that were in the chat, that Walmart was having a more not for blockies, really. It's gonna go towards blockies. It's gonna go to blockies or the webcam. It's one or the other. But yeah, what was I going on? Lost my train of thought. Oh no. Oh yes, the Walmart sale. Goldfish memory. So yeah, I'd mentioned in my last live that Walmart was doing, once again, the Black Friday 2-packs of Transformers figures. And they would be priced at $15. But at that time, I didn't know if it was going to be in-store only or also online. I assumed it was going to be in-store only. That's usually how Black Friday, those kind of deals are. So it's like, okay, I miss out on it. It's whatever. And then I saw a post showing that it was online, but the people who got first crack at them were the Walmart Plus customers. So it was, I have to sit here and wait for 4 hours to see if anything will still be available. Because again, these are a bunch of good figures. Like there was Cosmos. Cosmos was one of the 2-packs. So it's like, oh dear, I have to wait, 4 or 5 hours to see if I can even attempt to buy. And it was funny because midnight hit Eastern. So at least it was only 10 o'clock here. And I refreshed the Walmart page, everything sold out. I'm like, wow, 2 hours ago, there was still everything available and everything got bought up in those 2 hours. Like, I'm really sad. And for some reason, I refreshed the page again. Everything was back in stock except for a couple of the things. I'm like, oh no. So I bought 3 of the packs. They were delivered to my friend's place. I already don't know when I'm gonna get them, or how. Those boxes aren't, well, they're small-ish, but my suitcase is already complaining, and I have no plans to see her yet. So that's gonna be fun. I have 6 Transformers to bring home now, sometime in the new year. The Transformers collection never ends. Oh, I don't have the cash either, so yeah, no, yeah, there's never any cash. YOLO Park has very good figures. I was gifted one. I have one here. It's the only one I have. Of course, it's Primal from Rise of the Beasts. This was fun. This was a heck of a lot of fun to put together. Again, they don't transform, so they are just plug and play sort of thing. Not really play, but you know what I mean. But the detail in them is really, really nice. So yeah, YOLO Park does do good stuff. YOLO Park, if you want to pick up the Gargoyles license, I'm good with that too. Either Blockies or YOLO Park. I'm leaning more towards YOLO Park, because then that way they won't be blind bags. They won't be blind packed. YOLO Park is like, here's the figure that you want. So I'd rather go that direction. Tron and Gargoyles are my vices, see? I have too many vices. I have too many. Aw, bye Logan. Sorry to see you go. I'm not proud, but I am poor. I think we can all say that. Wise choice. Egyptian theme is baller. I would have bought it too. There's currently another figure that it's technically 2 in 1. If you put one head, it's Anubis. If you change the head, it's Horus. So it's 2. I won't buy 2. As much as it would be nice to have an Anubis and a Horus, that's stupid money right there, because they're like $100. But I keep waiting to see if it'll go on sale, because it's Egyptian themed and it's Anubis and Horus. Just want. I just want to save some money this holiday season and only get what I need. Buy any more Gargoyles figures? We'll have to wait. Yep. Always good. Bills and stuff always come first. I have limited space, so my collection of big rubber guys wrestling figures has to be limited to the Road Warriors and Powers of Pain, but there are so many more that I would like. I'm not allowing myself to buy wrestling figures. The only one I am going to allow myself is one of Bret Hart, and I'm waiting to see how much the 3-pack is going to be. I'm pretty sure they would have released a price on it by now. I haven't checked, but I also need Stone Cold with the bloody face, so I might have to buy 2 separate things, because the new 3-pack, he doesn't have his bloody face for some reason. I don't get it. I'll never wait hours in line for any type of sale or new release. Never. No. Yeah, the Walmart sale, it was, again, I'm in Canada, so it was a thing of, I don't think they're going to have the sale online. And then it was, oh, they do have it online. I just have to wait. So I just went about it's online. So it's whatever. And yeah, so, but yeah, waiting in line for stuff? No. Waiting in line to see, somebody you watched growing up or something. That's different. 6 Transformers. Yeah. I'm amazed I stopped at 6. But then again, it was Yankee cash, so like I need to hold off. That conversion rate's a bit of a B. Yeah. Bye, Greg. Nice seeing you again. I played myself buying the Jurassic Park Super Colossal T-Rex. It's more than 3 feet long and weighs 7 pounds. That's amazing. That is utterly amazing. I didn't know this existed. No, I don't have the shelf space. No, I don't have the shelf space. No, I don't have the shelf space. YOLO Park would do Gargoyles, right? Yeah. This is why I want them to have the license. So we need to start emailing them. I got the YOLO Park Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, and Bumblebee. Only Transformers figures I own. you're already starting down a dangerous path, Pack Rat. If you ever get something that transforms, you're doomed. You're doomed. It started when I was a kid, and it never stopped. It slowed down. You know, there was a period of time where it's like, okay, I didn't collect Transformers. But once I was reminded of Transformers, it started right up again. So you're treading dangerous waters there. Oh, bye, Evan Star. What about Hulk Hogan? I'm not a fan of Hulk Hogan. Even as a kid, didn't like him. Undertaker and Sting. Undertaker, for sure. Yep. Undertaker for sure. I have the Stone Cold Bloody. See there, see? Why they would make the 3-pack and not include the bloody face. I don't understand this. The whole point of that match, like that is the main thing from that match. And here are the toys, but we don't give you the bloody face. What? What? Yankee Cash. You could always install more shelves. No. See, Captain Logan, yeah, I could install more shelves. That takes money too. Now, do I want to spend the money on shelves or on figures? I haven't found a Bret Hart figure that actually looks like him. If you know one, please point me in the right direction. Truck! Dude, we're on the same page here. Every time I see one of him, I'm like, how do they keep getting his face wrong? Is it the hair? Is it the hair that's messing them up? Are they like what? How? Why is his face so difficult? Why? I'm still looking at NECA Vows for under 50 US. I do see one for 40, but the back of the box is ripped. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, somebody up here, I managed to find the Vows 2-pack, and I think they wanted 90. I'm like, no. Sorry for the temptation. I'm trying to minimize my enabling activities. Nope, this is what we enable each other. We make one another spend money here. This is what we do. I tend to save my money, then blow it on one of a kind stupid expensive items at events. Power, Morphicon, Ren fairs. I've always wanted to go to a Power Morphicon. It's just never worked out. I blame growing up a goth. Now I'm fairly resistant to Transformers. Buddy of mine has been collecting steadily since the 80s, so I've kind of gotten largely desensitized to it. How? How do you get desensitized to it? I've been collecting since the 90s. How do you get desensitized to Transformers? What? No. I didn't think this was possible. How? Tell me your ways. The Hitman literally got blood from a stone. Very nice, Chris. Very nice. My Transformers from Studio Series I have been repainting because they've gotten lazy with it. It's Hasbro. Storm, it's Hasbro. If they haven't gotten lazy with it, it's not Hasbro. Figures, and then you do seasonal swap outs on your existing shelves. I already do that with my Target birds. Literally. Every season I switch them out. But they're like $5 a pop, so I need to stop with the birds. I really need to stop with the birds. I have a couple extra that were like $1 each. And I'm gonna rip off all the felt and see if I can customize them into gargoyles. Where I'm gonna find the time to do that, I don't know. Look at the bright side. They are lousy Bret Hart figures, but amazing swole Howard Stern figures. Never thought of that. Very nice. I'm gonna blow a few bills on more 4K minis this Christmas. I'm gonna be broke. We're all gonna be broke. That's the one downside of this time of year is we all kind of just like end up broke, whether for ourselves or for other people, whatever. But yeah, we just kind of all end up broke, don't we? I saw a Bret figure at Walmart and thought that they had switched the heads or something. Yeah. That was the thing. Like I saw one, I'm like, okay, it's decent. It kind of looks like him. So you want me to spend $35 on a figure that kind of looks like him? Essentially, the only reason I know it's him is because of the outfit. Like, otherwise, you still don't got it. The time is at night when normies sleep. 90s, aren't you 20 something? Can I lie and say that I'm in my 20s? I will happily lie and say that I'm in my 20s. If I can still get away with it, I will happily. Yes, I do still get away with being asked if I'm in my 20s. So I'm going to go with that. Makes me much. I'm not going to correct people my actual age. No one's going to know that. No one's going to be told that. Guys, they're still winning by a large margin. I don't know how to feel. We're not just winning, we're winning by a large margin. Seriously, is Crosby even on the dang ice? Did we demolish him early? Oh dear. Okay, I was just, I literally pulled up the game to see the score and to see if Crosby happened to be playing, and the Leafs just scored again. This is crazy. What? What? You look like you're 25. I'll take it. I'll take it. Vampire. Shh, don't give it away. I have it, but I know you are looking for it. Who knows? Maybe you'll wind up with some mysterious way or something. Shh, Sean. If you're a Gargoyles fan, that means you age at half the rate of normie humans. Yes! Blessings, a blessing of the millennials. Look 20 to 30, stuck mentally in our teens and cresting into 40s. Captain Logan, don't give it away! Don't give it away! Mentally, I'm 25. My sense of humor suggests I'm 12, and my body says that I fought in the Boer War. I'm pretty good. Yeah, mentally I'm about 25. Sense of humor suggests I'm about 13ish. My body not as old as the Boer War. It's actually doing okay, but not as great as I would. Not that of a 25-year-old. Yeah, it still creaks. We've gotten to the you stand up and something cracks. That's, or you sit down and something cracks. Aw, thank you, TKR. I appreciate that. So see, that's webcam. So the first one will go blockies. This one will be webcam. Because yeah, because sales are on for the next month and a bit, and I want to. It's like you can see what it does. Say, I need something that doesn't do that so easily. Are you spying on me? Looks around, no one heard that. A pox on your house is to the person outing us. You age yourself right there too. A pox on your... The body aches, but the mind just wants to find a quiet place to eat candy. Oh, that's the one that's another upside of me house sitting for my friend. It's I have the entire house that's quiet and I can eat candy just all day. No, I can't eat candy all day. My body will rebel. It's never been big on sugar, but yes, just let me sit there with some, like, I still have some Halloween candy somehow left over. There's a bunch of Mars bars. I'm like, just kind of bring a few with me and just sit there and eat them, and no one can bother me, especially not the dog. It's kind of been nice not having a dog around for a week. Get off my lawn. I've been screaming that since my 20s though, Sean, so despite the fact that I didn't have a lawn that people would walk on because I lived in the middle of nowhere, but I was still screaming that. The haul I managed post-Halloween was plentiful. The candy gods were pleased that day. We bought so much candy. And I was expecting to get, like, no kids. Because every year I hear, oh, kids aren't trick-or-treating anymore, blah, blah. I think we bought, like, 500 pieces of candy. We were left with, like, 50 afterwards. I'm like, wait, we spent money on candy and I actually had to give it all up? Why? No. And we purposely started with the stuff that we didn't want. But we ended up having to give up the stuff that we did want to keep, so... You yell at people, I yell at clouds. I love it. Love having people around my age, and we're making all these jokes that, you know, again, you had to grow up with this or something, and yeah. Uh, where to go? Any D&D fans here? I have played a handful of times, but I never have found my right group. That's what sucks. Like, it seems like fun, but I never find the right group of people. So I essentially it's play a couple times and then it just falls apart. Haven't played D&D since the 90s. Kind of sad I lapsed, but then didn't really have that many people to play with. More like none. Yeah, see, I lived in the middle of nowhere. I was surprised I had anybody that was willing to play. And then I moved and COVID hit. So it was really, we tried online once and it did not go well. I just moved, so I was hoping there would be kids, but no luck. One day my decorating efforts and candy purchases will pay off. I lived in the middle of nowhere and I collected Halloween decorations when they would go on sale afterwards, because I knew that one day I would live somewhere where there would be kids and I would have the decorations ready to go for Halloween. Worked out. It finally worked out. The other day I did have to yell at a couple of teenagers. Was trying to check in drivers at my work site and they were trying to weave in and out of cars on electric scooters at night. I can't say what I want to say. YouTube will get me. I can't say what I want to say. I've played with a couple of groups, but life got in the way. I love my PCs and want to flesh them out. That's the thing. Creating characters has always been kind of my weak spot. So, like, again, it was fun. I struggled to come up with a character. It was just, yeah, the groups never lasted. Never lasted. That's what... It was a little weird the first time I ever played, because I was the only girl. And it was a bunch of guys and it was at university, so I was like 18 years old at the time. I got a little bit too much attention from a couple of them, so like luckily those guys all left. But then my schedule stopped working to be ordered to keep playing, and I think the group just kind of fell apart too afterwards. Dark clothing and no lights. Again, I cannot say what I want to say. Need a bleep button. I should really grab, if not a bleep button, it's not something either that I can swear and it'll pick up the thing instead, or get the Megatron button that I picked up, where it's just, it'll be Megatron sayings. Beast Wars Megatron. I should find that thing. It's somewhere. I moved enough times where I've now misplaced it. Heck, moving once was enough for me to misplace it. It's in a bin somewhere. That's all I know. Hello, Goobert. I tried to play D&D, got the books, the pieces, the dice, made the spreadsheets, character profiles, good to go. Then I found out that I needed these things called friends, if I'm spelling it. You did spell it correctly, Chris. You know what? I have that same issue too. This whole friends thing kind of gets in the way of a lot of stuff. And then when you have friends, they have like lives of their own and they have to go like work and stuff. It just... My point is I want to use D&D to better flesh out my character, plus use it to see about how the clan would be built in D&D. Very cool. I finished the SLG comics last week, so what series is next here in Manhattan? You can, if you finish all the SLG, including Bad Guys, yeah, here in Manhattan is next. Look at you just plowing through. Nice. I do have the David K button. I have 2 David K buttons. And I got him to sign both. The David K button is fun. But again, I don't know where I've put them. I've come across D&D inspired builds for Goliath. Let's do the rest of the clan and cast. Nice. Like, I have too many bins with Transformer stuff. And because I had to move stuff into actual bins and out of cardboard boxes, stuff got shifted around, and so yeah, like I have an idea. Nope, I can't remember where one button is. I thought it for a second. It's like, oh wait, no, I know where one is. No, I do know where. It's one of them. I know it's somewhere down here. because I keep coming across it, but I keep it in its box. Are the cats on your cup from anything in particular? Nope, they are just fancy little Halloween cats. I picked this cup up at the dollar store. It was like $2. It was just cute. That's it. Half the time I buy stuff, it's just cute. Girl, save me up. Like, I swear, it's like somewhere just off here, and it's like at the same time, no, I don't think it's there. Bad Guys, is that a prerequisite for here? It's not a prerequisite, no. I do suggest reading it, because it's amazing, but not a prerequisite. So far, kind of everything, from what I remember from Bad Guys, nothing has been alluded to Bad Guys in here in Manhattan. So, I mean, Bad Guys is a spin-off, so it's kind of a standalone. Even better, you need to work with your siblings. I want that cup. It's very cute. It is. You know what, guys? I didn't see them. Did I pick it up this Halloween or was it last Halloween? I believe I picked it up last Halloween against Dollar Store, so it's not consistent stock or what they'll get in. But I have no, assuming the tariffs will be gone, I have no issue helping people get their hands on the same cup, because it is cute. I don't blame you. It's very cute. So if I ever see it again. Yeah, Bad Guys is a 6-issue spin-off. Only 4 of the individual issues were printed, but all 6 issues are included in the trade paperback. That's a cool cat flask. It reminds me of Day of the Dead. You know what? Kinda. I can see it. Yeah. The candy corn kind of throws it in the other direction, but yeah, I can, if you ignore the candy corn, can definitely see Day of the Dead type thing. Definitely. Guys, there's 31 seconds left in the game and my team's gonna win. I don't understand what's happening. Is it raining fire and brimstone? I haven't checked. The blinds are down. Today I learned. I lost my train of thought. Bad Guys does get one minor reference in here in Manhattan with Aaron and Benny. Very true, yes. Aaron and Benny are the one reference. But other than that, again, because it's a standalone, it's a spin-off, for the most part, it's not referenced. My cup says I would whistle while I work, but all I know are happy songs. There is a woman in my town that she prints mugs and whatever, and there's one where it's a black cat holding a knife saying what? I'm like, I need this in my life. The thing is, she keeps doing like little trade shows and stuff. It's just they're always on like Saturdays, and I'm here. I'm here doing this, and at the same time, it's like I really don't want to go on a Sunday because this is draining. As fun as it is, I will never stop. It's very draining. So even Sundays is like, no, I'm going to sleep in and do nothing all day. So I never get to see her. I know 7-2. The Leafs won 7-2. I don't know what happened. I'm scared. I'm sure it's raining fire and brimstone. I'm glad today is a respite from this. We had a ton of snow on Monday, and we had half a ton of snow on Friday? Or Thursday night into Friday. Yeah. I don't like it. Make it stop. We haven't had our Chinook. That's what's really bugging me. It's like we have all the snow. Where's my Chinook? It also didn't help that Thursday, during all the finagling that I was doing and driving back to my friend's place, I was approaching an intersection and I hadn't even touched the brakes. This is how bad it was. I approached an intersection and the car just started turning on its own. There was so much black ice in that area. The car just started turning on its own. I'm like, okay, can't really touch the brakes. It's not going to do anything, but I'll kind of tap them a little bit. try steering, and I was aiming, car was going towards the curb. I'm like, the last thing I need is a mechanic's bill. Luckily, I don't know, by the grace of whoever, I managed to find a drier spot, could hit the brakes, car stopped moving, went a good chunk of the way into the intersection. Luckily, it was a dead intersection. Yeah, my city has done really bad with the snow removal this time, because that's never happened. I have winter tires and all that. That's the worst that it's been. So I am really judging city maintenance this time around, because that's never happened before. It's about 7 to 8 inches by me. Fun, you know. I think we're at 3 feet. We've gotten so much snow. I got the Tim Hortons Halloween cat tumbler, but it's not as cute, but it glows in the dark. Yes, I did see that one. I was tempted. It's like, no, it's not cute enough for me. It's cute. It is very cute, but the ghost I find cuter. Stanley Cup, here we come. Exactly, truck. We got our win. That's it. We're in the playoffs. We're getting the Stanley Cup. God. I'm a Leafs fan. That Stanley Cup ain't coming anytime soon. Best of luck. I'm learning what lake effect snow is after living in Alaska, and I'm not a... Oh, Captain Logan, my sincerest... Oh, no. You're learning about lake effect snow. My sincerest condolences. Get a snowblower. Get a snowblower. That is literally all you can do, because it's gonna hit you every single time practically. Get a snowblower. It'll save you a lot of time and effort. What's a Chinook? So I'm in Calgary, and what happens is every couple weeks, every month, whatever, warm winds come down from off the mountains into the valley, which is where I am. And yeah, so it's just a burst of warm wind. And when it's winter, it's nice because, you know, it'll melt most of the snow. And then we have a period of time where it's okay temperatures too. And then it just shifts right back to normal winter temperatures. We're supposed to get a snow and rain mix here tonight and tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I don't miss that. That's one thing I have not experienced since moving out west. Rain and snow are not a thing together anymore. I don't think I've heard that word, but Chinook, it's spelled Chinook, is very much, I think, just a Western thing, or just essentially a thing where if you live near the mountains, you'll probably hear about it. But it's definitely at least a Western Canadian thing. Glad you survived your close encounter. Yeah, that one was scary. I managed to maneuver out of hitting the car that was in front of me. So I went into the turning lane. But yeah, that one was, that was not fun. That is like one of the worst driving experiences I've had. I'm not allowed to use a snowblower, court order. Chris, what have you done? What have you done? Is it YouTube safe? Oh, thank you. Let's see. 3D articulated figure photography. Thank you. Thank you. Thankfully, I live in a nice little apartment style area that has that kind of service taken care of for me when it does get back. That is the one thing I miss about living in an apartment. It's like, yeah, I have no lawn. I have very little space, but someone does the shoveling for me. The steps are done. The sidewalk's done. I don't have to worry about anything. I do miss that. Those squirrels aren't missed. Oh dear. An automatic car starter so you can defrost the Subaru before you... I miss my automatic car starter. My first car had a car starter. I loved that thing. I also liked scaring my coworkers with it because I worked in a grocery store, so our break room was upstairs, and you could see the parking lot. And of course, when people are walking in a darker parking lot, you can see if somebody's in the car or not. So I time it for when people were walking past my car and just start the car. and I'd freak him out with it. I do miss it. I miss having a warm car to get into in the middle of winter. I really need to buy myself a car starter. Maybe instead of the webcam, I buy myself a car starter so I can survive these winters. The year I got my license, I had to deal with driving in snow and ice in Texas. No, in the dead of night. It was a nightmare. It was a miracle I didn't get into an accident. Oh my gosh. You got your driving lesson right then and there. I'm glad you made it out okay. Because yeah, you Texans, you're not used to the snow and ice and stuff. And I've been dealing with off and on. Get out, Sean. You and your rain. Get out. Get out. What haven't I done? Sir, that is my line. Yeah, I rolled my truck on black ice on 401 years ago. No. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, it's terrible. I'm hoping at the very least the 401 wasn't busy when you did that. For anyone who doesn't know, the 401 is essentially a parking lot. We call it a highway. It's essentially a parking lot. You don't move on the 401. I miss living next to a sweet old dude who used to plow our driveway for us. Our new neighbors are weird and less helpful. I am lucky enough that where I live, I do have a neighbor. I don't know which neighbor, but he takes the snowplow and he does everyone's sidewalks. And I keep telling myself I need to bake like banana bread or something and leave it out for him. I'm worried about it freezing though, because I'm never up that. This guy's up at like 6 a.m. to do this for everybody. The man is a saint. I need to find out who he is. I put an automatic starter on my truck. Best money I ever spent. Yep. Automatic car starters. Best thing ever. Thankfully, it hasn't gotten cold enough for snow or ice where I'm at yet. Get out, Sean. Get out. I'm thankful. I think tomorrow our temperatures go up. We've been hovering around minus 15, which, because I know most people here are American. Celsius to Fahrenheit, because I was never good at doing the conversion. 59 Fahrenheit around here. Go there. Yeah, it's been 59 Fahrenheit here for the past week. Furnace has not been happy, but I think tomorrow it starts getting warm. Yeah, it sucks scraping hard ice off the windows. That's the other downside of house sitting for my friends. Because I parked the car in the garage here. That's what garages are for. My friends have a garage. They don't use it. I think they use it like every other Calgarian does, and it's just storage space. So they park out on the street. So I've had to park my car out on the street. And yeah, I do not enjoy. I'm used to cleaning off the car from like parking outside because of work and stuff. But coming out from home, nope. I do not like. Do not like. I didn't get my license until my late 20s. That's how absolutely petrified I was of driving. Still not. I don't like driving. I do it because I have to do it. But I also use it as my alone time, and I use my iPod, and I, sometimes sing at the top of my lungs very badly. That part's relaxing. But driving itself, I would rather take transit, really, and I can't do that out here because our transit system sucks. I thought banana bread froze well. I'm sure it does. I just don't want it to be frozen because it's so cold. And plus, I want him to find it. I don't know where I would put it outside for him to find it. And I don't want anyone else stealing it. I want it to be for him. It's like, no, this is for you. Like, I think I saw him once do it. And I don't know why I was up so dang early that day. But I saw him going around. It's like, I don't have any banana bread to run out to him. No. I should probably hit up one of my housemates, like, look, I'll bake the banana bread the night before if we're getting snow. And if you see him when you're on your way to work, just give it to him. Not a Texan, grew up in Washington State. Okay. I don't want to go out at the moment. It's cold out there. The only upside is right now my car's parked in the garage because after I'm done this, I have to go back to my friend's house and I don't want to because it's cold. I still have to order dinner. Put rocks out on the walkway the night before the snow falls. That is a good tip. Do it before. I'm from Southern California. If we get cold, we simply warm up around the nearest wildfire. You know what? Chris, we kind of do that as an Albertan. Yeah, we do that too. My husband spun out getting off the 401 and took out a caution sign. Luckily, he was unharmed and was early enough that no one else was affected. Yeah, the ramps are the scariest parts. And you know what? He got a souvenir. But glad he's okay. Sure, you sing at the top of your lungs, but which Disney movie do you sing? Sing them all. I literally have a playlist of Disney songs. And if they come on, then sorry, there's little hairs in front of my face. If they come on, I just start belting them. Don't care. But so Aladdin, Lion King, Tangled. I lived in Texas years ago, and they were way less than competent at clearing the roads of snow ice. Yeah. I live in a place where it snows half the year, and they're still not good at it. As in, they didn't. They just shut down the entire highway. Wow. At least we plow the highways here. I used to live on the Upper East Coast for 20 years. I'm glad I live in a warmer place now. I went from wet cold to dry cold. Technically, it's better with the dry cold. Technically. I sing while driving too. Every dog in the area starts howling for some reason. They haven't started howling with me yet. I might be driving too fast for them to hear me. Just asking, is it okay to talk about fanfic and fan art for the next or future stream? I want to know about others' fave OCs or whatever. I mean, if bring it up, I'll forget. Unfortunately, my memory of a goldfish. But Cosmina, you can bring it up and we'll have a nice little chat. I'm not against it. I don't want to deal with the cold, but I do need some groceries. Starve or cold. Those are your options. Love Tangled, fantastic characters. Yeah, that's a very good movie. I live in a pretty warm place. It's cold in the early morning, but it warms up quickly as the day goes on so far this season. What did you put your patches on? I'm going to send you that Lex. Oh, Tips Only Productions. I like your screen name. If you guys saw my post of the Gargoyles patches, Tips Only Productions, I am blanking on your actual username. I have Von Harlett Customs. Von Harlett Customs. I actually still have the envelope here. I literally have nothing to put my patches on. I've been trying to find something, and I am this close to literally just putting them on my damn suitcase. Because I have multiple suitcases, and I tend to travel at least a handful of times a year because I don't wear jean jackets. I don't wear, or jean vests where I can put the patches on. Backpacks or suitcases, so they'll probably go on there. You'll have to send me a message because there was a little F up with customs. Yeah. We will chat about that. But no rush on the Lexington. Especially because my Canada Post is on rotating strikes here still. Are you going to cosplay somewhere, or were you just in a mood to look different? Just in a mood to look different. That's it. I did my cosplay video on November 1st. I dressed up as Fox because it was Halloween. This was just for fun. I'm having fun putting on the wigs because it also, like last week, it was bad hair day. But this week, I'm just like, no, I just want to do something different. I lived in Central Valley of California, and some of the state highways, they would shut down once the snow started falling. Technically, Vancouver does that. They just shut everything down. It looks good on you, just curious. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I have a bad wig habit. But this also gives me the opportunity to actually wear them, because I don't cosplay a lot. And a lot of the wigs are just like, there's no cosplay for this. It's just fun. No Canadian tuxedo for you, not very patriotic. I know. I'm the worst. To be fair, I'm a child of immigrants. How Canadian can I really be? You need a Gargoyles themed battle vest. It's actually hard finding vests. I don't know why. I think it's because they're just not. Oh my god. Either I'm shopping in the wrong places or what? I don't know. Yeah. Like legit, I don't think I own a vest. in any sort of fabric. I don't think I own a vest. Because for me, it's a thing, at least when it comes to jackets, like actual outerwear. Every time I saw like a puffy vest, I'm like, what is the point of the puffy vest coat if you're trying to stay warm? Your arms are out exposed. Full jacket, what the heck? And we maybe put some Velcro on them and stick them on the edge of your shelf. Nice idea. We are done for the night, guys. Those 2 hours flew by. My God, you did not destroy my voice. That is the main thing here. I live. So this was a blast. I cannot wait to do this again next week. You guys have been a ton of fun as always. And yes, so traditionally you'd get a denim or leather jacket and rip the arms off. Good to know. This I'm a nerd. Why would I know this? Anyway, so that's it for this one, guys. Stay warm. I hope you all come out of your comas soon from Turkey Day, and don't spend too much just because it's Black Friday. Bills come first. So as always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, be the good that you want to see in the world, and I will see you guys all next week. So until then, bye.